This is my Fiverr account where I make $7,000 to $8,000 every month. In this video, I'm going to share everything that I have learned over the last 5 years working on Fiverr full time. Over this time, I have completed over 2,000 orders and got more than 1,000 ratings. I'll walk you through the exact strategies that I use to scale my Fiverr business so that you can make your first $1,000, $10,000 or even $100,000. I right now have 9 Fiverr gigs, out of which 6 rank on the first page. One for video editing, one for social media videos, wedding videos, travel vlogs, corporate videos, and even real estate videos. All these gigs consistently rank on the first page, and that's one of the major reasons why I have made so much money on Fiverr. And that is one of the major reasons why I got the top rated seller badge on Fiverr. So in this video, I'll walk you through the entire process step by step. Here is what you'll learn. First, what is Fiverr and how it works. Second, how to create an account and a gig. I'll create a live gig in front of you. After that, we'll discuss the key elements that are in a successful gig. We'll learn how to do market research, look for high volume keywords, and design thumbnails that grab attention and drive clicks. And in the end, we'll talk about how you can get a lot of clients by understanding the Fiverr algorithm. So if you're really serious about making money on Fiverr, there's no better place than this video. So by the time we finish editing of this video, the gig that we created already got some orders. So this is the gig that we created and it already has 2 orders. It's performing really well. And you can see it has a click-through rate of 6% and a conversion rate of 8.3%. So make sure you watch this video till the end because it will tell you everything that you need to know about Fiverr. Before we start, 83% of the people who consistently watch this channel do not subscribe. If you have ever found any value in the videos that I make, please do me a favor and hit on that subscribe button. It helps us more than you know, and the more we grow, the better content I can create for you. That being said, let's start the video. First, let's talk about what Fiverr is. Okay, so picture this. You're actually great at something. Perhaps it's graphic design, content writing, digital marketing, or in my case, video editing. Now you wish to make a living out of this skill, but you don't know where to get clients. This is where Fiverr comes in. Fiverr is an online platform where individuals like you and me who have some skills want to make a living out of it. We use our skill and provide something valuable to clients. For example, my skills were expertise in Adobe Premiere Pro and Adobe After Effects. Using that, I can edit videos for clients. That's the service that I'm providing. So Fiverr is a really big virtual marketplace where instead of selling physical goods, we sell skills and services. Now here is why Fiverr is such a great place to start. In just last 1 month, over 80 million people visited Fiverr. Now that's a crazy number already. Out of that, 4 million are active buyers who spend over $1 billion on the platform annually. So there's a really big opportunity if you're serious about making money using your skill. So now let's talk about how does Fiverr work. It's pretty simple actually. You as a freelancer will go and create a profile and create gigs. Gigs are brief description of services which tells the client what you're offering, how much you're charging for it, and how much time you'll take. Now clients, when they come to the platform, scroll through thousands of gigs and profile and then select the one they like and purchase the service. So let me give you an example. Let's say if you go to Fiverr and search video editing, a lot of profiles and gigs will show up along with my profile. Now as a client, if you like what you see, you'll click on my profile. After seeing the pricing, packages and my works, if you're convinced, you'll purchase the package. Now let's say you purchase the basic package of $100 for which you'll get a 1-minute video. Now once the client purchases it, I'll get an order on my dashboard inside which I can see what clients want, what requirements are there. I'll review everything and start working. I'll get a separate chat box with the client where I can discuss some details, and I'll get a specific time frame to complete the order. Once done, I'll deliver the project. If the client likes it, he'll approve it. Or not, the client usually has 4 or 5 revisions where we'll work together till the client is happy with the work. Now once the client approves the order, the payment will be released from Fiverr and I'll receive it. So let's say if the order was $100, Fiverr will take 20% from it and I'll receive the $80. Now you might ask, why is Fiverr taking 20% on each order? That's because in return, they're providing a platform for you to work on. They're doing sales and marketing for you. They're providing a safe system where your payment is on hold, which helps avoid any frauds. And you'll also get customer support just in case something goes wrong. Now, one of the most wonderful things about Fiverr is that there is a lot of variety that you can choose from. There are more than 600 categories ranging from content writing, video and animation, digital marketing, AI, and a lot more. Whatever your talent is likely someone wants to pay you for it. I have now made almost 2 crore rupees on Fiverr, and if I can do it, you can do it too. Let's start with creating your account and your first gig. Okay, now let's start with creating your Fiverr account. So to do that, go to fiverr.com, and once you enter that, it will ask you to create an account. So once you go to fiverr.com, on the top right, you can click on join. Once you click on it, you can create your Fiverr account. I would suggest you connect your Google account here. Click on continue with Google. After that, you can enter the detail. Now once you're done, you'll get this option to become a seller. You need to click on it. After you click on it, you need to enter all the details. Fiverr will also provide you with some instructions. For example, they'll provide a step-by-step procedure for what you should do. So first, you'll learn what makes a successful profile. Then you need to create a profile, and then you need to publish a gig. Click on continue. After that, they have given 5 points about what makes a successful Fiverr profile. So read this. After this is very important. A lot of people make this mistake initially and their account is suspended. So make sure you read everything here. So make sure you avoid all this. First, don't provide any misleading or inaccurate information about yourself first. Don't try to create multiple accounts as it is not allowed. And in general, don't violate any terms and service on Fiverr. And last, don't ask clients or anyone to communicate to you outside of Fiverr or ask payments outside of Fiverr. So these are basic points, but make sure you don't make these mistakes. I get messages from a lot of people whose account is suspended within 1 week because they make one of these mistakes. Then you need to fill in these details to create a seller account. First, start with personal info. Write your full name here. After that, display name. This is what will be visible to clients. A lot of people write very random things here, so make sure you write your actual name. After that, add a profile picture in which your face is clearly visible. After that, description. I'll tell you how to write about me section shortly, so just add anything here for now, and then select what languages you can speak. Then click on continue. After this, you need to select your occupation. In which industry do you work? There are these options: digital marketing, graphic design, writing and translation, business, programming, music and audio, video and animation, data, photography, lifestyle. So for me, it's video and animation. For you, select the one from these categories. After that, select how much experience you have. After that, select your subcategory. So inside your industry, what are the things you're doing? So for me, it's video as in commercial, video editing, music videos, slideshow, visuals, etc. After that, if there's any other secondary profession, you can add that too. So for me, it was graphic design, and I have selected subcategories for that again. Make sure you select all 5 subcategories. This will help Fiverr understand what you are actually selling, and it will recommend your profile to ideal clients. Add as many skills as you can. So for example, you can add general skills. For me, it was video editing, and after that you can add what softwares you use. So I have added Adobe Photoshop, Adobe Premiere Pro, Adobe After Effects, and things like that. Similarly, add your education. If you have any certification, you can add that, and here you can also add your personal website. After this, verify your email and your phone number, and your account will be ready. Once you're done, it will say your seller profile is all set. Now go ahead and create your first gig. Now to do that, click on done, and it will directly lead you to create your first gig. Now if you don't reach the gig page, no need to worry, you can go again on fiverr.com and it will bring you to this page. Now to create a gig, go to my business and click on gigs. Here you can see all the active gigs that you have, and now to create a new gig, you need to click this button, create a new gig. Once you click on it, you'll reach the same point. Now before we start creating a gig, you need to know what you will sell, which category, subcategory your gig will be in, and what keywords you will use. So to do that, go here and click on your profile and then click on switch to buying. This is your buying page. Here you can see all the categories that Fiverr offers. So there is graphic design, programming and tech, digital marketing, video and animation, writing, music, etc. etc. Now by hover I mean now move your mouse over the category that you want to sell in. So for me it's video and animation. So I come here, and here I can see all the subcategories. You can go one more step and then open, and then just click on it, which will open a new tab. And here you can see the most popular subcategories inside video and animation. You can do the same for your industry. Now these are the categories which have high volume of orders. As a new seller, try to make your gig inside this category. Or another trick is to see which categories are new, and then inside that you can create a gig. Now, so for me, I want to create a gig inside video ads and commercial. So I'll click on it. Now inside this, these are the gigs which are ranking on the first page. Now what I want to do is, while doing market research, I'll open a gig. Now if they are ranking on the first page, there's something good about them, first thing. Second, we will save the gigs which have high number of orders in queue, which means that they're already ranking well and their conversion rate is also high. So there might be something good that they're doing and we need to know what that is. So now you need to click on this heart on the top right. Now what you need to do is, you need to make a collection of these gigs inside the same category. So what you need to do is, you need to click on this and then create a list. Inside list, I will write Fiverr tutorial and I will save this gig inside that. Now this is very important. Go back and here, go through all the gigs and see and look at the ones which have high number of orders in queue. So this one also has 11 orders. So I'll save it. Now go through a lot of gigs here. Now inside the same subcategory, go through a lot of gigs, see what you like, see what gigs you click on. After that, add them to your list based on how many active orders they have. Usually 5 to 10 active orders is a good signal that profile is performing well. What you can also do is, you can filter by best selling, or you can filter by seller levels, which is top rated seller, which is the best one. Now do this and make sure you save at least 4 or 5 of these. Now once you're done, come back to Fiverr and then go to your buyer account again and then click on this heart, which is lists. Here you can see all the gigs that you have liked, and now these are the best performing gigs under the category and subcategory that I selected. So we'll use this to create my gig. Now inside these gigs, you need to notice what their title is, what their thumbnail and gig video is like. So make sure in your subcategory you go and see all this. After that, see their description, and lastly, see what keywords they have used. All this is very important. Make sure you do this for all 5 gigs. Create a document and add that there. Once you're done with all this, then we can start creating your gig. So again, go to create new gigs, and here we need to write the title. So I want to take inspiration from these sellers, but I also stick to what I have been doing. So I usually like to use one keyword. I will professionally edit your video ad or brand video. So in this gig title, I have used 3 keywords. I have used professionally, I have used video ad, and I have used brand video. Now this is very important. Make sure you get it right. You need to select your subcategory. For me, which is video and animation. My subcategory, I can also add it under video editing, and I can also add it under video ads and commercial. Now selecting your subcategory is very important. Make sure you do it right, because depending on what subcategory you select, that will decide where your gig is ranking or on which areas of Fiverr your gig ranks. Now you can go again to the competitor's profile and then you can see what category and subcategory it's ranking. So for this guy, it's ranking under video ads and commercial. Same for this guy too. And I already have multiple gigs under video editing. So I'll add this one under video ads and commercial for more visibility. Similarly, make sure you do some research, see what subcategory your competitors have selected, and only after that select yours. Now there is something called gig metadata. This will be different for all industries and subcategories, so make sure you select it right. So for me, I'll select the platforms which work for me. So I make videos for Instagram, YouTube. Oh, I can only select one. So I'll select here. Now inside gig metadata, this is additional information for Fiverr to understand what you are selling. So to write the platform of my expertise, I'll select Facebook, because usually people use brand videos and ads and run them on Facebook. After that, video type, I do live action videos, and video orientation, any is fine. Now here comes the important part, positive keywords. These are the words which people will search and you want your gig to appear. So if I was going on Fiverr, and I was trying to look for the same service, this is what I would search. First is video ads. Second is video editor. Video editor. After that, you can again go back, browse your competition and see what they have used, because they are already appearing on the first page. YouTube video ads, commercial video ads is a good keyword. So I'll add that. So these are good for now, but keywords are something you can keep changing based on how many impressions or clicks you're getting. So if you think these are not working, you can always come back and change it. After that, there is something called negative keywords. Now these are the words you want your gig to not appear for. So for example, there is usually some confusion based on if the client wants to hire someone to run Facebook ads instead of editing them, then you can add those keywords here, but I usually don't use them. So once you're done, you can click on save and continue. Now here comes scope and pricing. You can name your packages and then add details. So I usually stick to the same. So it's basic, standard and premium. If you're confused about all this here, you can again go to your competitor's profile and see what he has done. So in basic, I will do very similar to this 30 seconds video ad. This is good. We can copy this and then you can paste it here. But to not make it exactly similar, I'll do some changes. 30 seconds video ad, stock footage, licensed soundtrack and voiceover. Now the usual delivery time is 3-4 days for me, but you can have faster delivery. If you're a new seller, I would suggest you do 1 to 2 days delivery max. After that, I'll do video editing and I'll also provide a script if needed. Revisions, I provide 3 revisions in basic package. Running time is 30 seconds. Video length variation, I'll do 1. Video orientation, only 1. Show product imagery, voiceover I'll provide. Price is $100. After that, you can also add more details here, but this is fine for now. Now similarly, fill all the other packages. So standard will be same. I'll just change the duration to 60 seconds. Delivery time will be 6 days. Video editing, script writing, revisions will be more, 60 seconds. Number of orientation, I can provide 2 in this, and the price will be $180. Now third, inside premium, I'll provide 120 seconds. Delivery time will be around 7 days. This can be 5 then. I'll provide video editing, scripting, revisions. I'll provide 10 in this one or unlimited in premium package. Running time will be 120 seconds. I can provide 2 variations. I can also add show product imagery and voiceover. What I did is I removed voiceover from the basic package so that other packages stand out more because they're costlier too, $250. And then after that, the packages are done. After that, you can add additional extras. So for example, someone needs a 1-minute video inside basic package. How much extra will I charge? So I'll charge $15 for additional 30 seconds. Similarly, for standard package, if someone needs longer, I'll charge $100 for 30 seconds. Similarly, you can add more details. Now my pricing is based on that I already have 5 years of experience. So if you're someone new, I would suggest you keep the prices low. This is not something I would provide. Now fast delivery is a really good hack. So usually we charge $100 and do a 4 or 5 days delivery. But if the client wants to do extra fast delivery, then we almost charge $100 to do it in 1-2 days. I'll deliver in only 2 days for additional $100, and you will be surprised by how many people are ready to pay for a faster turnaround. And I'll deliver in 5 days. Similarly, you can add more gig extras. You can also provide subscriptions, but I don't think this is ideal if you're just starting out. Additional revisions, you can add $25, and now once you're done, you can click on continue. Now here you have to write description. Now if you're someone who is good at writing and knows how to write a persuasive and good pitch, then you can go ahead and write it. But if you're someone who doesn't know how to write, I'll tell you exactly how to do it. To do this, you need to go to ChatGPT. So sign in on ChatGPT and do this. Write this prompt. Help me write a Fiverr gig description. Make sure the description is filled with high volume keywords. Keep the tone professional. Here are some competitors' profile description for reference. Reference 1. So what you can do is you can again go to your competitor's profile and then you can copy paste it. Make sure you add it under double quotes so ChatGPT knows that this was just for reference. Then you can add reference to. Also, to give ChatGPT more context, add the title here and what you will be selling. So what our title was, I will professionally edit video ads and brand videos. After this, if there's any more detail that you would like to add, you can add and then let ChatGPT do the work. Now it did a really good job in the first go because I have already trained ChatGPT and it knows details about me, about my experience, about how long I have been working. So make sure to get the best output, you provided as much details about you as possible. So I'll just copy paste it. Now make sure you space it right so that it does not look very congested. Oh, I'm exceeding the character limit. So the character limit is 1200 and mine is going above that. So I'll just ask ChatGPT, character limit is exceeding, can you make it little short? I actually like the first version more, so I'll go ahead and remove some parts. So this is fine for now. make sure you highlight some parts that you want. If you make everything bold, then nothing stands out. But because I just pasted from ChatGPT, it looks like this. So what we can do is you can select everything and then click on bold again, and then just highlight or make bold the parts which are important. Okay, so are you looking for a professional editor a professional video editor to create scroll stopping video ads? This can be highlighted. Then this looks good. You have come to the right place. I specialize in this. I have 5 years of experience. This is important. Okay, what you get can be highlighted. Why choose me can be highlighted in bold. Overall, this is pretty good for now. Make sure you do the same. After that, you can add milestone workflow, but I usually prefer to work on single project prices. After that, you can add FAQs. So I have already done this for other gigs. I'll just copy paste. So FAQ for things like why should I choose you? You can again use ChatGPT to write it if you're not good at it. After that, common queries like how do we send you files, what is included, things like that. You can add FAQs for all of this. The more the better. So make sure you add around 5 to 6 of these, and then you can click on save and continue. After this, requirement. This page is basically what the buyer will see after placing an order. So you can add a question here. You can ask them about what the project is about. I usually have 3 questions. First, I ask them to submit the media files and also instruct them about how they can submit it. We already wrote a FAQ about it, so I'll just copy paste that. Now you can get this in form of free text, multiple choice or attachment. I'll just write free text here, and this is a very important requirement. So if the buyer does not submit it, the order won't start. So I have checked required here. After that, I asked them to submit the music for the edit. So this is a very specific question for video editing, but depending on which industry you are, you can customize the question. And the last question that I ask is to specify all the requirements and submit all the details so that I can start working. After that, I click on save and continue. Now this is very important part. Fiverr says that if you have a gig video, it can increase user engagement by 40%. So for example, if we go under the subcategory in which I am making it, this is what the thumbnail looks like. So it's very random. It can be a beautifully or cinematically shot a video. So the thumbnail can be a cinematic shot or a person speaking. Second thing to note is that because this category is under video editing, so people have usually used a showreel, which is a compilation of their work. But if you are in a different category, usually people just talk to the camera so that the clients can see what you're offering and how your communication skills are. So because it's ads and commercial, I'll go ahead and submit a showreel, which I have already created. Once you upload it, it will be under review by the Fiverr team, and they'll check if the video is okay to publish. After that, you need to add up to 3 gig images. So I already have a gig thumbnail and branding that's there in all the gigs. So I have created one similar for this, which says video ads and video editing. And after that, you can also add a document. So if you're not a video editor and if you don't have a portfolio and you want to submit a PDF which tells more about the service that you're offering, you can upload here, but it's not compulsory. And after that, you need to declare that whatever materials has been used is something that you own. And if Fiverr finds out that you don't own the content or you have copy pasted content from somewhere else, then your account can be blocked. And after that, you can click on save and continue, and then your gig will be ready to publish. Now if you want to see what the gig looks like right now, you can click on save and preview. So this is what it looks like. I will professionally edit your video ads or brand. These are the packages. Looks really good. About me section, I'll improve a little more. Apart from that, remember I told you to write your about me section again. Make sure you follow the same steps. Ask ChatGPT to write it for you and ask it to talk in number and represent yourself in the best light. So overall, it looks pretty good already. I'll make some minor changes. So for example, when the video is approved, the video will start showing here and the thumbnail will be taken from the video. So make sure after the video is approved, you go and change the thumbnail, because that is what will show on the search page. So now once you are done, your gig will start appearing here. You can click on it and then you can see what's the gig status. It's active for me, but the video is still processing. It will take 24 to 48 hours. After that, here you can see more details such as how many impressions it has, how many clicks your gig has, how many orders, how many cancellation, etc. After that, you have 2 more options to limit orders in queue. So let's say if you get too many options or you get too booked, you can always limit orders here, and then the gig will stop appearing in Fiverr search. Second option is to have watermark. So till that delivery is approved by buyer, there will be a watermark shown on your work. And then you can also see gig performance here. You can see impressions, click-through rate, order conversion rate. This is how it will look, and then you can track your performance. Now I'll walk you through other features of Fiverr. So if you come to the home page, here you can see your profile. So inside your profile is about me section, your featured clients, your portfolio, intro video, and things like that. I have additional features because I have the top rated seller badge. We'll talk about seller levels later in this video. After that, you can see your level overview. So if you click on it, you can also see your progress. We'll talk about all this in details in some time. Then on the right side, you can see the number of active orders that you have. And then you can see the orders which are in progress, which are in revision, which are delivered, completed, and cancelled. Now you can also set your availability. If you're going on a holiday or things like that, you can add the details here and your gigs will stop appearing on Fiverr search. After that, there is inbox, and on the top right, there is notification. So these are very important. On inbox, you will get all the new messages from clients. And on the top right, under notifications, you will see all the details about the orders which are active. So all the revision requests, delivery time, and if client orders, and there is additional messaging box inside each order. So I'll tell you the entire process of what it looks like to work on Fiverr. So for example, this is a client who texted me and told me that he wants a 45 seconds video. So after asking him more details, we agreed that I can do this project for $100. And after getting all the details, I created an offer for him. I told the client that I can do it for $120 and 3-4 days delivery. Now either he can go and purchase the packages from the gig that we created, or I can create a custom offer for him in the chat. So to do that, you need to click on create an offer, and after that you can select the gig that you want. So let's say I'll do this one. After that, you can select if you want to do single payment, hourly, milestone, or subscription. So we'll do single payment, and you can add details here. Please accept this offer to proceed. After that, you can add revisions, delivery time, and price. So $120, 4 days delivery, and 5 revisions. And after that, you can add more details and you can send it. Once you send it, it will look like this. The client can accept it or reject it. Once the client accepts it, the order will start showing on the right side here, and it will also show on the dashboard as active. Now you can click on the right side, and this is the order page. To reach here, you can also click on view here and it will open the order. So once you click on it, this is how it will look. Here you can see activity, details, requirements, and stock media. So inside details, you can see which package or how much price and delivery time you have. After that, there is requirements. The same 3 questions that we asked the client, he submitted here. After that, you can go inside activity and you have a chat box here. So I texted the client after getting the order that I have received everything and I have started working. Once the order is done, I sent him the delivery. The client requested minor revisions, and once all this was done, all this conversation happens inside the order page. Once all this was done and client was happy, he left a review and I left a review too, and the order was closed. Now to really grow on Fiverr, you need to understand Fiverr Levels. Fiverr has a system for freelancers designed to reward high performing freelancers with better features, more visibility, and increased earning potential. As you progress through the levels, you get more features so that you can scale your business. Now there are 4 levels on Fiverr. When you join the platform, you are a new seller. Now to go from new seller to level 1 seller, you have to complete 5 orders, get 3 unique clients, get earnings more than $400, maintain a 5+ success score, 80% response rate, and 4.4 plus rating. I'll explain what these metrics are just in a minute. After that, very similar for level 2, you have to complete 20 orders, 10 unique clients, 2000 plus earnings, 7+ success score, 90% response rate, and 4.6 plus rating. With each level, you'll get additional feature. For example, when you go from new seller to level 1 seller, you'll get level 1 badge, promoted gigs option, and subscriptions option. When you go from level 1 to level 2, you'll unlock features such as paid consultation, top clients, seller plus premium, option to buy seller plus premium, etc. Now to go from level 2 to top rated seller, the process is slightly different. So once you meet all these requirements, which is completed 40 plus orders, 20 plus unique clients, $10,000 plus earning, 9 plus success score, 90% response rate, and 4.7 plus rating. After this, Fiverr will do a manual evaluation where someone from their team will review your account, see your past communication with the client, see your order history to see if you are eligible for top rated seller or not. And if they think you are someone who deserves it, only then you'll get top rated seller badge. And once you get it, these are the benefits. You'll get early payout. So usually, let's say if you complete an order, it will take 14 days for the amount to clear. But if you have a top rated seller badge, it will just clear in 7 days, and then after that you can withdraw it. Top rated sellers also get priority customer support. Now let's understand what these metrics are. First is obviously rating. Rating reflects the average of ratings provided by clients you have worked with over the past 2 years. Second, response rate. It reflects how often you replied to a new message within 24 hours over the last 90 days. After that, orders, that is the total number of orders you have completed. Then there is unique client. Unique client is the number of different clients you have worked with. So for example, if a client works with you twice, that's not a unique client. So each client counts once regardless of how many orders they have placed. So just unique clients are counted here. And then there is earning, which is how much money you have made. Now there is something called a success score. Now the success score is calculated by these metrics. First, client satisfaction, effective communication, conflict-free orders, order cancellation, delivery time, and value for money. All these determine your success score for each gig. Now let's say if you have 5 gigs, the average of all 5 gigs will be your success score. So according to Fiverr, the success score metric evaluates each of your gig in key areas related to the order process and your relationship with the clients. Now the success score can directly impact your gig visibility, so it's always preferred that you maintain high success score. Now since you know all of this is how the level system works. There are ongoing evaluations all time. So when you have active gigs, there are daily evaluations of all 6 metrics that I talked about, which is success score, ratings, response rate, orders, unique clients, and earnings. Now you can move up or down based on these metrics. So once all 6 metrics qualify for the next level, you will be eligible to move on to the next level. And again, this is just for new seller to level 2 sellers. For top rated seller, there will be a manual evaluation, as I said earlier. Now, as you can move up with good performance, you can move down to with bad performance. So if you are not maintaining all the metrics, you can come down to. You can be demoted too. So if any of your top row metrics, which is success score, ratings, or response rate, which you can see here, so any of these, the first 3, if any of these go low, any of these falls below the required criteria for your current level, you will have a grace period to improve and maintain your current level. You will enter a 30-day grace period where you will have time to improve it. If you're not able to improve it, you will be demoted. Another very big mistake that a lot of new freelancers make is this: they violate the Fiverr's terms and service. So I would highly suggest you read all the terms of service by Fiverr. Don't do foolish mistakes like contacting the client outside of Fiverr or trying to take the communication outside or payment outside. If you do anything of that sort, your account will be put on hold and it will be flagged by Fiverr. So make sure you read Fiverr's terms of service and Fiverr's community standards to avoid all this. Now you might ask why Fiverr levels matter. So your level is not just a number, it's a proof of your reliability, professionalism, and expertise. When clients are browsing through different gigs, they can see the seller level on the page too. And from what I have noticed, the higher level you have, the more clients you get. But of course, the levels are not permanent. If your performance drops, your level will too. So on Fiverr, it's very important to keep delivering high quality work, have good communication with client, and overall give them a good experience. Now let's talk about Fiverr algorithm. And now you might ask, why is it important for me to understand this algorithm? Because there's a reason why some gigs appear on the first page and some don't. There are hundreds and thousands of gigs under each category, and the only way to rank on the first page is by understanding why Fiverr ranks some of the gigs above others. Now I would say majority of my earnings has happened because multiple of my gigs land on the first page every single day. But how can you do it? So first understand this, that Fiverr keeps track of everything, including how many impressions you're getting, how many clicks you're getting, how much is your conversion rate, how many clients are happy with your work, how many are not. And you can't trick the algorithm, you have to work with it. So the first important thing that you need to understand is how keywords work on Fiverr. Fiverr scans your gig description and gig title to understand what you are offering and to understand where to show your gig. So if you use the right keywords and if you select the right category and subcategory, then you'll get more impressions. So to increase the number of impressions, you can think of impressions as how many people view your gig. Now ideally we want as many impressions as possible. So to do that, first you need to use high search volume keywords. Look at the keywords used by people who are appearing on the first page and use a mix of those. Make sure you include similar keywords on your title and gig description too. Now second, you need to create multiple gigs. Now to maximize your impressions, you also need to create multiple gigs. gigs. As a new seller on Fiverr, you can create up to 4 gigs. I would suggest you create 2 gigs with high volume keywords and 2 gigs in niche category. For example, when I started, I was offering one general category gig, which is I'll do professional video editing, and after that I was niching down. So I created one gig for wedding videos, another for travel vlogs. Similarly, depending on how much traffic you can handle, you can create multiple gigs. So the formula for more impressions is right keywords plus niche specific gigs plus algorithm friendly optimization. This will result in more impressions and more visibility. Now the second term that you need to understand is click-through rate, which is also known as CTR. It's just a fancy term for how many people saw your gig and then clicked on it. So if your gig is getting a lot of impressions but is not getting clicks, then Fiverr will stop promoting it because it will think that people are not interested in your service. Now when clients are scrolling through Fiverr, you just have few seconds to grab their attention and then convince them to click. Why should they click on your gig when there are hundreds of other similar gigs? Now to do that, you need a really good thumbnail. Your thumbnail can be your gig image if you don't upload a video, and if you upload a video, you have to select a thumbnail from the video. Now different categories and subcategories have different styles of thumbnails on Fiverr, so make sure you do market research and accordingly create a thumbnail which stands out in your category. Another thing you can do to increase your clicks is have a highly animated video. So for example, when clients are scrolling on Fiverr and if they hover over your gig, the video will start playing. And if you have high quality animation in the starting, people will click on it to see more. Apart from this, you can add the right keywords for higher clicks. So for example, think about what clients would search for if they're looking for your gig, or what you would search for if you're looking for a similar gig. Use those keywords in the title. Apart from this, you can also play with the pricing and delivery date. So the formula for high click-through rate is relevant keywords and title plus eye-catching thumbnail and gig video. This will result in more clicks. Now the third thing you need to understand is conversion rate. Alright, so now your gig is getting a lot of impressions and people are also clicking on your gig, but how do you convert them to clients? So if people click on your profile but after seeing everything they're not convinced enough to click on the purchase button, that is another signal for Fiverr to not promote your business, because at the end of the day Fiverr wants to promote the gigs which have high conversion rate too. Now your offering is made up of your gig images, portfolio, pricing and gig description and reviews. After seeing all this, the client should be convinced to do business with you. So the formula for high conversion rate is strong gig offers, exceptional portfolio and good reviews. This will result in more orders. So here is how everything comes together. Use high volume keywords so Fiverr knows when to show your gigs, which results in more impressions. After that, improve your thumbnail, gig video and gig title to attract clicks, which will result in higher CTR. After that, make your offer so compelling so buyers actually place an order, which will result in higher conversion rate. Now once clients work with you, you have to go above and beyond, give them a really good experience so that they tell more people about it and also come back to you for more work. This will get you more repeat buyers and good reviews. This is a really good signal for Fiverr to promote your services to more people, which will result in higher ranking. So if you just focus on these things, your ranking will automatically improve. Now there are some other factors which determine your success on Fiverr. First of all is the success score, which we have already talked about. Second is rating, reviews and completed orders. What kind of ratings and reviews you're getting, how many orders you're completing, how many orders are getting cancelled. All this is also very important to determine your success on Fiverr. Initially, the reviews you get are very important, so make sure you do everything to make the buyer happy for at least your starting 50-60 orders. Apart from public review, there is also something called as private review. So once your order is completed and both you and the client have left a public review, the buyer gets an option to leave a private review. This private review is very important because here the buyer can be completely transparent and tell Fiverr what kind of experience he had. So this is where start to end the entire buyer journey, their experience matters. If you provide them really good service, make them feel good, then they'll definitely leave a good private review, which will be very beneficial for you. Along with that, it's not allowed to influence the ratings and reviews in any form. If you do that, your account will be suspended. So make sure you don't do that. Last thing, a lot of people on Fiverr are not looking for cheap work. They are looking for quality work and someone who can get it done fast. So instead of providing things for cheap, think about ways you can deliver quality work fast. There is also an option to filter services by fast delivery time. So this can be a really good USP for you. By now we have completed most of the things, and if you're someone who has created Fiverr profile watching this video and you're not sure if it's good or not, watch this video where I have reviewed a lot of freelance profile and you'll get an idea about whether your profile is good or not. Thanks a lot for watching. If you found any value from this video, make sure you like and subscribe and share this video with a friend, and I'll see you in the next video.